Glowing star, a star who once reached the top. Jessie J, the talented singer who once exploded the music world with hits like Price Tag, Domino, or Bang Bang, was once a symbol of strength, confidence and aspiration. But behind the bright lights of the stage, few people know that she had to face deep pain in a silent battle that lasted for many years. Pensive face when the halo was no longer enough to hide the pain. While her career seemed to be on the rise, Jessie J suddenly disappeared from the stage, cancelled many projects and rarely appeared in public. The shocking truth was gradually revealed: she had gone through a series of serious events. From serious health problems, the pressure of fame to the pain of personal loss that could not be overcome. Every smile on stage now is the result of extraordinary strength after countless long nights of tears. Heartbreak, the loneliness behind the inspirational person. Despite always showing a strong and positive image, Jessie J once admitted to feeling extremely lonely in the spotlight. "I used to believe that I would never fall, until I no longer had the strength to stand up," she shared in a tearful interview. It was those moments of weakness that made fans admire and love the artist who dared to be true to herself even more. Rainbow faith in the future. Today, Jessie J is gradually returning to music, no longer the perfect girl on stage, but a complete person with all the wounds and strength inside. Her story is proof that behind the spotlight, people can still fall, but it is from the depths of darkness that the strongest light will be born. Sparkles, music is where I found myself, and I will never stop singing. Jessie J. The darkest event when Jessie J lost everything overnight. Fire, the peak of fame, and the unexpected fall. When her career was at its peak, Jessie J thought she had it all. Millions of fans, sold-out stages, countless prestigious awards. But in just one moment, everything collapsed like a sandcastle. A terrible event suddenly struck, robbing her of the most precious thing, and also the thing that made the whole music world silent. Heartbreak, unforgettable loss, a mother's tragedy. Jessie J once dreamed of a small home where she could be both an artist and a mother. But fate was too cruel. The singer revealed that she was pregnant and then lost her child in the first months of pregnancy. The bad news came like a knife through her heart, causing her to collapse completely, both mentally and physically. "I sang to my kids every night, and then one morning I woke up and everything was gone," Jessie J choked up in a post that brought tears to fans around the world. Crying alone in the dark, no one saw the tears behind the scenes. After that incident, Jessie J almost disappeared from all the lights. She refused to do interviews, cancelled a series of shows and lived a secluded life in silence. No more brilliant stages, no more cheers from the audience. Just a woman trying to pick up the broken pieces of her heart. It was during those darkest days that Jessie J started writing music as a way to heal. Songs that were no longer commercial hits, but the voice of a broken soul. Seedling, rebirth from pain, a tearful journey back. The miracle is that Jessie J did not stop. She stood up step by step from that pain, turning loss into strength to inspire millions of women around the world. "I was no longer the perfect girl from the hit songs. I was a mother, even if only for a moment. And that changed everything," she said. On her return to the stage after the incident, Jessie J burst into tears as soon as she sang the first line. The whole audience fell silent and then erupted in applause, not just for the music, but for the extraordinary courage of the woman standing there. Sparkles, I lost so much, but I still have music, and I still have a heart to love. Jessie J. The spectacular comeback, when Jessie J turned pain into a source of strength that touched millions of hearts. Glowing star rising from the ashes, a warrior's journey of rebirth. No longer the pop hit girl, or the stylish fashion icon, Jessie J of today's comeback is a completely different person, deeper, more mature and stronger than ever. After a series of dark days that seemed impossible to recover from, she decided to do the only thing her heart always longed for, to return to music. But this time, not to please the market, but to tell her truest story. In each new verse, people not only hear her characteristic strong voice, but also feel the tears, pain and resilience hidden deep inside. Jessie J's music is now more than just art, it is life, the way she survives after seemingly insurmountable losses. Sparkling Heart, a message of healing to millions. Jessie J has turned her own pain into strength to help others. She regularly shares her mental health journey, encouraging women around the world not to be ashamed of facing loss or deep hurt. "We are not weak when we cry. We are strong when we face the truth," she affirmed in a groundbreaking speech at an international music award ceremony. Many fans who have experienced similar losses have sent thousands of letters thanking Jessie J for helping them find hope. She is no longer just a singer, she has become a symbol of healing and faith. Fire, a career takes off again, but this time with a heart. The miracle has happened. The music products marking Jessie J's comeback have not only been praised by experts but have also achieved great success globally. But more than the numbers, what she is most proud of is the deep connection with the audience. Every show is no longer just a show of entertainment, but an emotional journey where the artist and the audience heal each other. "No one can take back what I lost, but I can turn it into something that makes me stronger," Jessie J shared with a tearful smile. Rainbow, a legacy beyond music. Today, Jessie J is more than just a successful artist. She is a living testament to the power of human will, a flame that has inspired millions of people who have fallen. Her story reminds us all that, behind every pain is an opportunity for rebirth, and from the darkest place, the strongest light will be lit. Sparkles, I was broken. But now, from those little pieces, I have built a better version of myself. Jessie J. Love, family and a new chapter after the storm. Jessie J finds light at the end of the tunnel. Sunrise, when the heart is ready to love again. After many years of living in the darkness of pain and loneliness, Jessie J finally opened her heart to a miracle, love. No longer just fleeting relationships in the glamorous showbiz world, this time she found someone who truly understood and accompanied her, not because of the spotlight, but because of who she really was. That man was not a famous star or a billionaire businessman. He was the one who brought Jessie peace, the strong shoulder she once thought she would never find again. "I used to believe that I was born to stand alone. But now I know, the heart also needs a place to return to," Jessie shared emotionally. Baby, little miracle, a new chapter of motherhood. And then, what seemed to have left her forever suddenly returned. Jessie J welcomed her first child after a long journey full of tears and hope. She called her child, the light after the storm, a gift that life gave after all the losses. The first photos of Jessie and her son quickly took social media by storm, with millions of fans around the world sending their congratulations. After the storm, love, family and a surprising new chapter in Jessie J's life. Sun behind small cloud, when a broken heart learns to love again. After years of living in the darkness of pain, Jessie J once declared that she no longer believes in love, and only wanted to focus on music. But life always has a magical way of arranging things. While attending an international music event, she met a special person. The person Jessie herself later called, the light that guided my heart back. Not a famous star or a flashy businessman, that man was the one who patiently listened, healed and taught her how to love herself again. He didn't try to fill the void in me. He just held my hand as I walked out of the darkness on my own, Jessie shared in an emotional interview. Baby, a little miracle, when the dream of becoming a mother comes true. And then the miracle that she thought would never come knocking on the door. Jessie J became a mother. After a long series of days of fighting with health and fear, she gave birth to a healthy baby boy, the child she called the miracle of life. The moment Jessie held her baby in her arms for the first time, she cried nonstop. "I thought I had lost everything, but now, everything I need is in my arms," she said emotionally. Motherhood not only brought Jessie endless happiness, but also gave her the strength to be more creative and live life to the fullest than ever. Home, a simple, peaceful and meaningful life. Today, Jessie J is no longer a woman chasing after the flashy lights. She lives slower, spending time with her family, her son and herself. The shows go on, but behind the scenes, there's a mother singing her child to sleep, a woman baking, or simply walking on the beach with her lover. Jessie J's new chapter has no drama, no tears, just faith, love and gratitude. I've learned to love this life, not because it's perfect, but because it's the imperfections that make me who I am, she wrote in a letter to her fans. Glowing star, a living legacy from the heart. Jessie J's journey is a powerful testament that after every fall, people can live a life even more beautiful than before. She has gone through darkness, loss, despair, to stand up, open her heart to love, become a mother and a living symbol of resilience. Dizzy, I am not the girl I used to be. I am a woman who has been through hell and back with a heart that still knows how to love. Jessie J. Rainbow conclusion. Jessie J's story is not just the journey of a music star. It is the journey of a heart that knows how to be reborn. From the peak to the abyss, then from darkness to light, she has proven that there is no pain that cannot be overcome if we have faith and courage to live on.